Often, I spend way too much money, and I don't even know I'm doing it. I need help. Can you help me?
Sure.
Awesome. Because John and Nancy are still talking. True story. Went to the grocery store just yesterday. And I had a list of stuff that I needed at the grocery store. And I go around and I get my stuff and I put it in my cart, and I do this, that, and the other thing. Then I go to the checkout and I just check everything through and I do my card and I leave the store.
And you don't know how much you've spent.
I have no idea how much money I spent.
What are you
I
doing?
don't look at the prices on the items as I'm taking them off the shelf.
Bruce,
Here's
that?
the deal. So my wife will give me a list. Like we do a Google Keep thing, and she'll put stuff on the list, right? And there's a list of stuff. And I just go around, I get all the stuff, and then I just go and I buy it, and I walk out of the store. And then when I get home, I look at what I spent, and I went, geez, I probably should have looked at some of those prices.
Yeah,
that was a lot of money.
Like, I was at the grocery store yesterday, and you would have been so embarrassed by me, and so would my husband, because my sales stuff was not coming up correctly. So I was doing it nicely, but I wanted the price. I did not want to be.
You were that lady?
I was. She was very nice, and I even said my husband would be very embarrassed but I said, I came here, and I want the prices that are on sale, but they're not ringing up on sale, so I really just want the sale price and what they're listed at.
So if I'm going to save money at the grocery store, do I have to be that lady? I don't want to be that lady.
Well,
is there any other way?
You want to be overcharged for your groceries?
No, that's not
because
my
that
point.
happens all the time.
My point is I need more fiscal discipline when I go to the grocery store.
All right, I did see. So I was on the interwebs and I saw on BuzzFeed there was this article about money saving advice that's a little bit off the beaten path. It's,
okay.
You've got your regular things that you try to be disciplined. I just can't even believe you and Bruce both. You just go to the grocery store. You don't even look at. I'm like, how much did you spend? He goes, I have no idea. Well, what? What do you mean?
So I'm very fortunate that I don't get tossed out of the grocery store for not being able to handle the price of things. Yeah. That's cool, but I literally get home and I look at the receipt, and quite often I go, dang, that's a lot of money. I should have been more thrifty. You should have been more thrifty. Well, here are a few money-saving tips. Okay, so the first one, I had never heard of this. I guess I had never heard of it. It's you do a fiscal fast once a month. So this guy said, I fuel up my vehicle, okay, and then I get at least 10 days worth of groceries. So, I plan a little bit, plan my meals. And the goal is to spend absolutely $0 for those 10 days. So for about a third of the year, I don't spend a penny. So you have to be disciplined. So maybe 10 days doesn't work for you because you've got to go to the grocery. But you could do 7 to 10 days. Or you set the goal, though. You got the mindset. It's like, I am not going to spend any money. So I don't go to the grocery store at all. Exactly. You don't, because when you go to the grocery store, you tend to do impulse buys. Okay, well, and this leads to my next one. Okay, so how can I still get groceries but save money? Well, so you can do you could do grocery delivery. Now, sometimes they deliver for free, but you can also do the the grocery pickup where you order them online, and a lot of times they are free if you spend a certain amount. You go to any of your grocery stores and you just wait for your pickup line and they bring it out to you. So I'm not going in and buying a bunch of extra stuff. I know what I'm spending before I ever get to the grocery store. Absolutely. You just get everything on the list, and if they're, then you're not getting all the impulse stuff. So we're talking a little bit about how to save money. It's particularly food, because everybody's talking about how expensive food is right now. Sure. Like anytime we do a thing on the air about spending money, people go grocery store, they want to just pull their hair out because everything's so expensive. So one of the things that we do, I think, pretty well at our house is we will have kind of cascading leftovers, right? So we have a one meal on Tuesday, and then the leftovers from that meal make the meal on Wednesday, and then the leftovers from that meal can still maybe be moved into Thursday. Finish out, I learned how to do that in college because at the residence hall where I lived at school, they would have, on Tuesday, they'd have chili, right? And then on Wednesday, they'd have mac and cheese. And then on Thursday, you'd have chili mac. And you'd go, I know where this came from. This came from Tuesday and Wednesday. Well, in this article, it says that, too. He says, basically, baked potato one night turns into potato soup the next. Chili can be repurposed into spaghetti sauce or put it on top of chips for nachos.
I personally roasted chicken with vegetables and then turn that into chicken noodle soup. He says, I got a couple meals and lunches for 4 for a price under $30. So you can be done.
Do you ever pre-make meals at your house?
What do you mean pre-make meals?
Like you put stuff in Tupperware containers that you can, you make a meal and you lay it all out so you can just grab the Tupperware container and not have to make a whole second meal.
Well, we do that for basically leftovers. So so we'll do our meal and then like Bruce, instead of buying lunch at work, he'll take the leftovers or we'll eat them the next day. But yeah, we put them into Tupperware and set it up as a meal. And that does help.
So I'm going to do one more thing this week that I have found is saving me money or will save me money.
What's that?
Okay, so my wife's a teacher.
Yeah.
She orders lots of stuff for teaching from all over the place. Just stuff comes in. She also likes to order clothes from different stores.
Okay.
Every one of those places where she orders from, you are now on their hit list for marketing.
Yes.
And my inbox on my email or our email, my wife and I have a combined email account, is just filled with people selling me stuff all day long. And quite frankly, sometimes it works.
So you're tempted.
Of course you are.
Yeah, there is said something.
So what we have to do, and I will recommend this to everybody, is I will sit late in the day, 6 o'clock or something, and I will pour myself a cold beer, and I will, for the next hour, unsubscribe.
Right.
From email lists.
To all these businesses you may have bought something
unsubscribe.
from.
And it takes effect usually like a week after you unsubscribe. Yeah. But you have to sit and you have to say physically, I'm going to sit and do this because it's kind of time consuming. They make it that way.
Yeah.
So you won't unsubscribe.
No, that's a really good idea.
And it's better when you drink while you do it. You feel better about yourself.
All right. So we can wrap this up if we want to right now. But there's one more thing on this list. Obviously we have our friends that we like. We have our friends that we like to hang out with. But on this list especially, it says, find a friend that is also frugal, that really can't afford to go out. Like sometimes when you go out with a group, it's like, oh, well, let's go to this really expensive restaurant. It's like, well, whoa, I wasn't really wanting to spend that much. I just wanted to go out maybe for a beer and split some nachos or something like that. So it says here, a social life is nice to have. But if you're going out to all these expensive restaurants, you're definitely going to be going way over your budget. Find a friend that is also as frugal as you so you can still have social time.
Dump your rich friends.
Okay, sounds good.
One last thing.
Okay.
One last thing. To save money, just to save money, the John and Nancy Are Still Talking podcast, comped.
Still
absolutely free.
100%.
Saving you money each and every day. You're welcome. Because if you keep listening,
we'll keep talking.
See you next time.
Bye.